Welcome to the Rich TV show right here exclusively on Stockhouse. Bitcoin is following a pattern. I've told you guys this, and it continues to follow the same pattern. Before I talk about that, I must remind you that the Rich TV show is strictly for information and education purposes. Please do your due diligence and do your research whenever you're looking at investing in anything we talk about or discuss here on the show. Past performance is not always an indication of future results, and I do not hold the market up for you to take profits. My advice to you is if you're in the green, lock in your greens. This is a seasonal pullback. People are on vacation, kids are going back to school soon, it's end of August, and people are pulling money out of the markets because they want to enjoy the rest of their summer. So this is actually a really good time to buy. We may see things go even lower. So I'm sitting on cash right now, but I've seen a pattern. I've identified a pattern. Bitcoin hit all-time highs on July 14th. We saw Bitcoin hit new all-time highs of 124,400 on August 13th. And now we're back down to 112,000. That's a buying opportunity, but it could go lower. So I'm watching very, very closely for opportunities in companies like IBIT, ETHA, EBET in Canada, ETHX in America, in Canada. So opportunities for Bitcoin and Ethereum in both Canada and the United States on the dip, and institutions are buying and selling together. In the middle of the month, they're buying Bitcoin and then after Bitcoin hits all-time highs and Ethereum hits all-time highs, they're pulling back. So this pullback is a buying opportunity. And it's not just Bitcoin and crypto that are pulling back. Stocks are pulling back too. The Magnificent Sevens pulled back. I think that's a buying opportunity for NVDA, Meta, Amazon. All of them, I believe, is a pullback for all of them right now. Microsoft, they've all pulled back. Apple, they've all pulled back. So if you've been looking at getting into the Magnificent Seven, now's the time to buy. But it could go a little bit lower. I still think we could go lower. So I haven't pulled the trigger myself yet. I'm waiting to see how far things go down. And it feels like the entire market is kind of moving together. I also think Tesla has pulled back and there's a buying opportunity there too. I think Hood is a good buying opportunity under $100, and AI stocks are pulling back. Citron Research, Andrew Left, is saying that Palantir is in a bubble phase and overpriced. I think he's correct that it's gone up a lot, but I don't think it's going to burst. I think it's a pullback and a buying opportunity. I like these prices for Palantir, and I think this is a buying opportunity. It could go a little lower, so I'm watching closely, but I'm also thinking about buying Palantir myself right now, and other AI stocks like AVGO, SOUN. I think these are great buying opportunities for all of them. Also, I think Google's looking good right now. Walmart pulling back is a good buying opportunity as well. So lots of buying opportunities right now. What I'm watching closely for is whether or not the US is going to actually have a rate cut in September. If they do have a rate cut in September, and I believe there's like a 99% chance of a rate cut, I believe that's going to be a huge boom for the markets. I think everything will explode, and we'll once again see Bitcoin hit all-time highs mid-month in September, most likely around September 13th to 15th. We'll see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. I would predict at least 125,000. But it all depends on whether or not we have a rate cut in the States. If we don't have a rate cut in the States, we could see the market continue to go down because historically, September is always the worst month of the year in the markets. So I'm going to be watching very closely to see whether or not we get a rate cut. If we don't, we could see the markets continue to go lower in September because historically, September is a really bad month in the markets. So that could create more buying opportunities, and I'll be looking at everything in the market to make sure that we give you the best opportunities and the best dips to position ourselves for the next leg up. If there is a rate cut or two in September, I fully expect the market to have a massive boom. I feel that the market will explode heavily and the Magnificent Seven will go raging higher. So I'm going to be watching very closely for that right now. I would say be careful, sit in cash, go enjoy your summer. It's the end of August. Just go enjoy yourself. Don't get too stressed out. Continue to watch Rich TV. We'll be watching the market for you so you don't really have to. And we'll let you know exactly what to do because we're literally watching the market to the day. And we've been very correct so far on all of our calls, especially with Bitcoin and Bitcoin related and Ethereum related stocks. Now, one company that has just did an IPO is BLSH. Peter Thiel is a very successful billionaire. He's behind BLSH, new IPO. It had a huge explosion when it IPO'd. It's pulled back. They're buying Ethereum. So I would say keep your eye on BLSH. I think there's going to be huge opportunity for them, especially if Ethereum explodes, which I believe it will, going into November, and all cryptos should explode. I've been predicting this, that Bitcoin will hit all-time highs in mid-November and then drop, and then we're going to get a massive bear market for all of 2026. I still believe that stays true, and I'm following Peter Thiel very closely with BMNR. He's taken a major stake in BMNR, a 9% stake. They're buying Ethereum. They're dipping. I think there's a buying opportunity there right now. And BLSH, which is also buying Ethereum. Peter Thiel is behind both of them. I like both of them. Right now, I think both of them are pretty cheap, but I'm watching to see how far the market goes down. If it continues to go down, I'm going to continue to wait. And when I see that it starts to turn around and curl up, that's when I'll be looking to position myself in both BLSH and BMNR, both that are buying Ethereum. And I think the upside for Ethereum is huge between now and mid-November, at which point I will be calling a sell and looking for the entire bear market to drop in the crypto space because that's the pattern and that will generate a huge buying opportunity for all of crypto. And my prediction is the bottom will hit in December of 2026. So there's going to be a long bear market. It's going to be almost 13 months before we see the come up again in crypto and crypto related stocks. So continue to watch Rich TV. We'll be watching the market very, very closely. If you have any questions, reach out. You can also visit us at richtv.io, an ecosystem built by investors for investors. We'd love to have you join us there. And once again, we do these videos exclusively on Stockhouse. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, probably not watching. We'll bring you the winners, CEO interviews, breaking news, trending topics in the world of finance, and we bring it to you first right here, exclusively on Rich TV.